So I've been bending up bits for the battery box and finding that this folder that owes me nothing, it bends a bit in the middle even with really light stuff, and that bulges out. So it's difficult to get crisp bends, and the bends the whole way over. I got around the problem of these hitting here by doing them tighter and having the material in the middle, and it achieves that because it bows that way. So whether I beef this one up or build a better one or buy a box pan folder, that I don't know, but the solution for now has been to bend stuff just in the vise and hammer it over. So here's sort of a test piece with sort of the curvy sides. But when I do it in the vise with angle iron, or just grip it, fold it over it, and get really crisp corners. So I'm much happier doing that. I quite like the idea of having these little tabs so things lock together. Oh, here's a test piece again in the vise. See if I can make U-channel. So this is designed for the battery box. There's the clamp that goes over that ledge and then gets bolted down to clamp it in hard. And then at the back, I've got this sort of hook that goes around the little foot at the back, and then a tray. And this side is wider because it needs space for the clamp. And I've had fun with deciding how all the corners overlap. I learned the way to do it is to drill a little hole where the cuts meet, and then you can snip up to the hole. Making one of those, once I had the knack, it's just only a couple of minutes. You can see the hammer marks, but that's fine for a battery tray. And I'm really pleased with how I've managed to bend that. So then the question was how to support the weights, and it's mostly balanced on the chassis. So I was thinking, originally I was going to have stuff like this to support the weight. But then I rather like stuff like this, which is what I've been learning to do. And I made a little dimple tool. So I'd seen people just take a couple of sockets and clamp them together or hammer. And that works so nicely that I thought it was worth making something that fits in the vise, and do one, slide along, do another, slide along, do another, slide along. And that works really nicely, so I can do runs of like that, in a few seconds. So I think like having a router really raises the game for woodworking, where you can put an edge on something. I think being able to do pressings like that really makes it look like a proper car or an aeroplane component. So I'm delighted with that experiment and that tool. And I can, imagine doing different shapes and things with that.